Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday night, June 25th, just after 10:50 p.m., and welcome into tonight's video weather discussion, where we're going to have an update on the rain, thunderstorm, severe weather activity that we've been seeing across a good portion of the state, anywhere from early this morning all the way through the afternoon today. We've been seeing some of this activity this evening, and now continuing into tonight. So, with that said here, this is a current look at the radar here across the region at this point in time. But I do want to go back to, first of all, showing you what went on earlier this morning. So, as was expected last night, a big complex developed across northern Wisconsin. It started to dive off towards the southeast, and the combination of that complex clipping northern Illinois and some new development brought some showers and thunderstorms to northern portions of the state of Illinois during the morning hours. Some of that activity was severe. Then as we moved into the mid to late morning here and midday, that activity then pushed down into parts of central Illinois here. Some of that activity was severe during that time as well. And then as we headed into this afternoon, we saw a couple things happen. That morning activity dove down across parts of southern Illinois here, and then we ended up seeing a new round of activity develop along the main frontal boundary from Iowa up there into parts of northern Illinois. And then as we continued on here through later this afternoon and this evening, you could see that frontal activity really flared up to the north, and that leftover morning activity then made it all the way down into southern Illinois by the time we got to this evening. And now as we go into current time here, you can see we have a couple of clusters of showers and thunderstorms here. The first one down across southern Illinois, still bringing an isolated severe thunderstorm threat to the far southern tip of Illinois for the next hour or two. And then we have another cluster of rain and thunderstorms here moving across the heart of the state here of central Illinois. Still have an isolated severe weather threat with some of this activity there across western Illinois for the next hour or two, maybe 3 hours as well. And then a little bit of shower, isolated thunderstorm activity across southern Wisconsin is getting going, and that may actually move into parts of northern Illinois. So as I put the radar back here into recent mode and I put the loop back on here, you can see this activity in southern Illinois moving off towards the southeast here. This activity in central Illinois also moving in a southeasterly direction, and this new development in southern Wisconsin moving off towards a southeasterly direction as well. So as we go through the next couple of hours here, like I said, we will continue to hold on to an isolated severe weather threat just for a little while longer. So for you folks across the far southern tip of Illinois, including the Paducah area, and then for you folks out here across maybe parts of west central Illinois, for example, the Quincy area, maybe as far south as the Jacksonville area down towards maybe North St. Louis area. These are the two areas that we're going to continue to watch for an isolated severe weather threat over the next maybe 1, 2, 3 hours. So once we get past, I'd say 1 o'clock in the morning, once we get past 1 o'clock in the morning, any real isolated severe weather threat should be waning or diminishing by that point in time. So the next 1, 2, 3 hours or so is where we will continue to hold on to this isolated severe weather threat, like I said, across the far southern tip of Illinois for a little while longer, and then out there across far western Illinois just for a little while longer. Now, after we get past about 1 o'clock in the morning, like I said, any isolated severe weather threat should come to an end, but we're still going to see some showers and thunderstorms throughout the night across portions of the state, and even into the day on Wednesday as well. So let's get over here to one of the weather forecast models here just to give you an idea. Here's that activity across southern Illinois right now. Here's that activity across west central Illinois right now. And as we go through the night here, you're going to see this activity is going to meander around even into the morning hours here. We're still going to be dealing with some showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms across portions of the state as we head deeper into Wednesday morning and into the middle of the day on Wednesday here. At this point in time, not really looking at much of a severe weather threat with this activity as we head deeper into Wednesday. but still could be dealing, like I said, with some shower and thunderstorm potential here, and even into the later afternoon and evening. Now, as we head into the late evening on Wednesday and Wednesday night, even these remaining scattered showers and thunderstorms should eventually move off towards the east of the state of Illinois here. Now, it has been active, as I mentioned here, pretty much from yesterday evening all the way through this evening. It has been very active, severe weather-wise, not only across the state of Illinois, but across the entire region. All these little dots here on the map represent reports of damaging winds, large hail, a couple of tornadoes as well, some flooding that has occurred as well here. So it has been a very active past 24 to 30 hours or so here across the region. And we zoom in here on the state of Illinois here, and you can see many of these dots here across the state of Illinois. The blue dots are damaging wind reports, green dots, hail reports, and then out here across Iowa, there were actually a couple of tornado reports as well today here. So very active, like I said, past 24, 30 hours or so across the state of Illinois. But like I said, severe weather threat for tonight is really going to start to wane and calm down here over the next couple of hours. So let's zoom in here and do a little bit of a radar tour up close here across portions of the state. For you folks in northern Illinois, your severe weather threat has been done for quite a while now. However, still going to be dealing with maybe a couple of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm here overnight tonight and into the first half of Wednesday across northern Illinois. But your severe weather threat is done up there across northern Illinois for this event. Across central Illinois here, you can see this complex of showers and thunderstorms here across the heart of the state of Illinois, and this is moving in a southerly and a southeasterly direction here. Now, I would watch for maybe the potential for an isolated severe thunderstorm threat to continue out across this corridor of west central Illinois. So places like from the Macomb, Quincy, Pittsfield, Jacksonville, Springfield areas, maybe down far south as the Jerseyville areas, Taylorville, maybe Litchfield, North St. Louis as well. That would be the corridor that I would watch for potentially still an isolated severe weather threat over the next couple of hours. But like I said, once we get past, I'd say about 1 o'clock in the morning, so that's about 2-3 hours from now. Once we get past 1 o'clock in the morning, even the isolated severe weather threat should come to an end across western Illinois. If you're out across eastern Illinois, your severe weather threat has pretty much already come to an end. But like I said, we'll still be dealing with some rain and thunderstorm activity, even if no more severe weather occurs. Still dealing with some rain and thunderstorm activity off and on across central Illinois, even potentially into portions of the day on Wednesday as well. Now down here for you folks across southern Illinois, you could see another one of these big complexes of rain and thunderstorms. This is what we call an MCS, a mesoscale convective system, and this one is moving off in an east-southeasterly direction here, right across the heart of southern Illinois. And this will still hold an isolated severe weather threat for the next couple of hours down here across far southern Illinois, probably for the next hour or two from Cape Girardeau area, that's just over the border in Missouri, places like the Paducah area as well, probably for the next hour or two, isolated severe weather threat. But the same for you folks down there. Once we get past, I'd say about 1 o'clock in the morning, the isolated severe weather threat will come to an end down there across the far southern tip of Illinois as well. But once again, we could still have some non-severe rain showers and thunderstorms being possible across the state, even into Wednesday morning and potentially into Wednesday afternoon as it looks at this point in time as well. So with that said here, let's jump into the video chat here tonight. Try to get to a couple of your comments and questions here. See Derek checking in, mentioning we have to watch for Friday. There is another storm system coming in for Friday that could bring some more rain, thunderstorms to parts of the state. Maybe a severe weather threat for parts of the state. Still a couple of days away, but we're going to start to look forward to that Friday potential for that next storm system coming up here. Tina checking in from Ashton. That's up there in Lee County. Ophelia out in the LaSalle County area. Your severe weather threat is done for this event. Still might pick up a couple additional showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Megan checking in from the Springfield area. You have a pretty good thunderstorm coming through your area right now. Might have some gusty winds with it, but after that passes, your severe weather threat is going to come to an end. Melissa checking in from the Quad Cities area. Your severe weather threat has come to an end as well for your part of the state of Illinois. Allison also checking in from Pontiac. That's in the Livingston County area. Your severe weather threat is done, but you're still going to pick up maybe a couple more showers and thunderstorms that are going to be non-severe the remainder of tonight and into the day on Wednesday. Also, we have Chivish checking in here from down in Hardin County. That's down there in southern Illinois. Let's go back to our current radar because you do have a pretty good cluster of storms going through your area. So down here, southern tip of Illinois, Hardin County's down here. You have some pretty good thunderstorms moving through your area. Still have an isolated severe weather threat with some of this activity for your neck of the woods down there, I'd say for the next hour or two as it looks at this point in time. Danielle checking in from the Quincy area. We do have some storms heading your way in the Quincy area as well. I'd say you probably have an isolated severe weather threat for the next few hours here. Maybe through about 1 o'clock in the morning here, but then once that time passes, your severe weather threat will come to an end. You actually have a pretty good cluster of thunderstorms right on your doorstep in Quincy right now. Mark wondering when we'll see relief from the high dew points and high humidity. That will be as soon as tomorrow and more so even into Thursday as well. We'll be seeing those dew points and the humidity values start to drop. Mr. Davis checking in from Bloomington tonight. How's it going up your way? Good news is severe weather threat is done for your area. Still going to pick up some rain showers and thunderstorms of the non-severe variety the rest of tonight and into parts of the day on Wednesday. The same goes for Jade checking in from the Lincoln area. Natalie checking in from Brimfield regarding 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow for your area. It looks like your daughter has a little activity going on during that time. So let me just check here around that time here. It could be dry by the time we get to that time of morning, right around there in the Peoria area. I wouldn't totally rule out the possibility of maybe a little bit of a shower going on, but it could be mostly dry around 7 a.m. in the Peoria area. Erica wondering if the storms out in the Iowa area are coming towards northern Illinois. No. This activity out here across Iowa and Nebraska is going to dive to the southeast down into Kansas and Missouri. So no, it is not going to be moving into northern Illinois. Someone checking in here from Chicago. No severe weather threat for your area. That has all wrapped up. But you could pick up a couple of showers and thunderstorms tonight and into Wednesday as well. The same goes for Candy in the Kankakee area. Yo-Yo checking in from Bloomington. Some showers, thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow, but no severe weather threat for you either. Like I said, the severe weather threat is really pretty much coming to an end almost across the state. I'd say another hour or two of isolated severe thunderstorm potential far southern tip of Illinois near the Paducah area. And then I'd say another 1 to 3 hours of isolated severe thunderstorm potential out here across western Illinois as well. For example, the Quincy area, Jerseyville, Jacksonville area, another 1 to 3 hours of isolated severe thunderstorm potential there. And then once we get past, I'd say about 1 o'clock in the morning, so just about 2-3 hours from now, that isolated severe weather threat will come to an end for those areas as well. So with that said, we'll probably go ahead and wrap up this discussion for tonight because there's really not much more to talk about for what's upcoming for the rest of tonight. Like I said, we will see some general rain showers and non-severe thunderstorms off and on across parts of the state, both overnight tonight and into the day on Wednesday as well. Regarding severe weather threat, western Illinois and the far southern tip of Illinois, I'd say another 1, 2, maybe 3 hours of isolated severe weather potential. But like I said, once we get probably past 1 o'clock in the morning, and especially once we get past 2 o'clock in the morning, that isolated severe weather threat will come to an end tonight across western and southern Illinois as well. And the rest of the state, your severe weather threat has already come to an end. The next thing we're going to be watching for, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is going to be the next storm system will move through the region right in the vicinity of Friday, maybe into Saturday as well. Could have some more rain and thunderstorm potential with that storm system. Maybe some severe weather threat with it as well. That'll be, like I said, Friday, potentially into portions of Saturday as well. So as we start to head later into tomorrow and more so into Thursday, we'll start to talk more about that next system coming up, like I said, for Friday and into Saturday. But for now, everyone have a great remainder of your Tuesday night.